Portland Mayor Ted Wheeler this week reflected on his first year as it drew to a close, lauding the strides the Portland City Council made on housing and homelessness, as well as on police, livability and public safety concerns. The mayor promoted the accomplishments in a letter released Wednesday. He also reflected on the challenges posed by the national political climate and a series of ice and snowstorms last January that left roads slick and unpassable, closed schools, shut down businesses, and caused at least 4 exposure-related deaths. My administration did not plan to spend our first months governing from one crisis to the next, Wheeler wrote in his letter, but we took on each crisis as it came, all the while making progress on the issues Portlanders care about most: housing, homelessness, public safety, economic growth, environmental protection, equity, and government transparency and accountability. Wheeler touted the City Council's progress on his agenda and its ability to often reach consensus when voting on policy. He detailed specific accomplishments on his website. Much of what he mentioned started under the previous administration or at the urging of his fellow commissioners. Housing and homelessness. The mayor promised during his campaign that he would create affordable housing and get Portlanders experiencing homelessness off the streets. He touted on his website the city's $28 million investment in the city's and county's joint office on homeless services. He also praised the City Council's adoption of Commissioner Chloe Eudily's renter protection rule that requires landlords to pay relocation costs to tenants evicted without cause or who must move as a result of a rent increase of 10% or more. Wheeler noted that the city found right to dream to a new home on Portland's Central East Side, which was largely the culmination of years of advocacy and work by Commissioner Amanda Fritz and others to find a new location for the homeless community. Commissioners extended Portland's housing emergency declaration, which city officials said encouraged spending on housing, gave the city and county flexibility to open shelters and enabled the city to fast-track building permits for affordable housing. The city and county also challenged landlords and property managers to come up with 40 rental units for homeless families. They pledged to add 2,000 apartments with social services by 2028 to help keep those experiencing homelessness housed, an idea championed by Commissioner Nick Fish and County Chair Deborah Kafoury. Those services could include physical and mental health care, drug addiction treatment, and career coaching. Public safety and policing. Wheeler also pledged to improve police accountability and to restore community trust in law enforcement, especially among the African American community. The mayor highlighted the hiring of Danielle Outlaw, the first African American woman to serve as police chief. The City Council this year also required police officers who use deadly force to speak with internal investigators within 48 hours, the mayor wrote. When proposing this year's budget, the mayor and police commissioner also implemented a community policing program, which has officers step out of their cars to get to know the community they serve.